species. Nice flathead. But wrong species, not what I was chasing. Still, it's a fish. It's the second fish in the last few minutes. The first one got off. I'm sitting over a school of little bait fish here and I've replicated them. I'm still using the crush city, which pretty much replicates this one out. Might just gonna let this one go. Hopefully catch some bigger ones later on. Or at least this size. This would be 40. Nicely hooked, no damage to the line, 4-pound line, that's good, happy with that. Okay, got the measuring board right there, put him on the measuring board. Oh, he's pretty good, he's 45. Stop sliding back into the net all the time, buddy. So he's a good fish, and he's away.
Yes, well, that was a bit of a mistake because I didn't actually catch another flathead that was anywhere near 45, so I probably should have kept him. But really, I was on a bream fishing mission that day. I only had a 4-pound, 6-pound and 8-pound outfits with me. And at that stage, I'd caught one really small bream on that 4-pound outfit. But the waters were really, really stained. This was just after the last big rain event that we'd had. And as you can see, everything's pretty muddy and murky through there, and you can see how high up the water's been. Nevertheless, I picked up a few bream at this point. I think this was my third one and largest at that point. But I wasn't getting any other flathead up in this stretch of the creek. So I've come off the main river. The main river just wasn't fishing very well at all. There was large tidal movements, and as I said, the water was there was a lot of fresh water sitting on the top. So it just wasn't fishing very well at this point. So I've come up the creek. Didn't really think I'd do that well up here, but it was a pretty good day in the end. 5 fish in total. But I continue. I'm trying to fish around the rocky snag areas, and I've got a couple of surprises as well. Fish that I don't normally catch on lures, luderick or blackfish, and they go really hard. They're a lot of fun to catch, but not common on lures. And this is still using my light 4-pound outfit. But at this stage, none of the fish are anywhere near as big as the 45 centimetre flathead I caught on it. And he was only just hooked. Nearly lost that one. Note how I prop my rod up in a rod holder when I'm having to deal with a fish. I do that deliberately. I back the line right off or open the bail arm. That's for my own safety, so I don't wind up with a hook embedded in me. But also, so the rod is, there's no possibility of the rod sort of going overboard or anything like that. And I continue up the creek. And you can see from the marks on the side of the river how, the tide's definitely well and truly flowing out at this point. So I've engaged the electric and I'm heading up, and I'm heading towards, I want to fish this undercut bank. You can see where the trees are there on the left hand side, and that's an overhanging bank, and you can see it's in shade. And I'm a little bit off the mark there. I really want to be fishing the shade line under that bank. That's what I'm aiming for, but I don't want to get too close to it. What I have done here is, that's a 6-pound outfit that I'm using. And I have a 1/8 Ned rig hooked onto it, along with one of my absolute favourite soft plastics. It's a clone prawn from Pro Lure. That one was a bit closer to the mark. And I'm thinking that I've noticed a tap now. And right under that tree there we go, in the shade, and it was smashed as soon as it hit the water.
Thrown a clone prawn on a Ned rig over at the bank here, and it's just picked it up and run.
And this fish, I don't know what it is at this stage, but it's on a mission. And he's headed for the snags on the left hand side. Now he's out again, he's gone more to the middle.
It's like a nice bream.
I can see it at this point. I know it's a nice bream, and I know I don't want to lose it. Like I said, 6-pound line. And there are a lot of sunken snags and that in this area. That's my 4-pound outfit that I'm playing around with there, and I've had it lying above my net, and I've got the lure has tangled itself around the end of the line that the fish is attached to, and bang, in the water it goes. That's about $700 worth of gear that's just gone into the water there. Lucky I wasn't stressing too much about it at this point, because I still had the line tangled the lure tangled around my line that I was fishing with. That needs a good clean when it gets home. Make sure you do that whenever that happens, guys.
Have a look at that Ned rig clone prawn. That is just brilliant. put him in. I want you out of the net so I can put the net away, dude. Don't keep jumping in the net on me. I'm going to measure you. Definitely going to measure you. Because, mate, oh no, he's not a PB. He's pretty good though. Definitely not a PB. He is 38.
And if you like what you're seeing, please make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much for getting this far. There'll be a couple of links at the end of this video, which will be a couple of key choices for you should you want to watch any more. Thanks again for watching.